Today's topic, how to improve your English. How do you do it? What's the secret? Let's get into it. First thing to do is when you learn a new word, you need to make an association between that word and words in your language. So, for example, the word for milk in Korean is uyu. So if you want to make an association using words in your language, you just think, ew, it's you. And you imagine saying that to a person who's drinking a glass of milk. Right? You make an association. Right? I never forget in French, the word for seal is le phoque. And as you can guess, that has a very negative meaning in English, but I'll never forget that word. I always remember saying to my French teacher, "Je t'aime le phoque," and she said, "Don't say that, Marcus. Don't say that." But I said, "Well, why? I love seals. You know, seals are awesome." But you can make once you make an association in your mind, it's very difficult to lose it. So that's a very good thing. Another thing you should do when you learn a word is to basically not just memorize words. You need to memorize them in sentences. When you do that, you get the added bonus of getting grammar on top of that. So do that as well. Next, and this is something that a lot of teachers probably don't suggest, but I do. I'm not your everyday average teacher, right? Don't study every day. Like, what are you talking about? If you study every day, your homework becomes a larger and larger mountain until it's so overwhelming that either A, you give up, or you get very, very stressed. I have a different suggestion. What you need to do is you need to somehow get that information into your long-term memory, right? And it's interesting, like let's say if I ask you, what's the capital of Japan? Tokyo. What's the capital? Who's the President of the United States? President Barack Obama. What's the name of the big river in Brazil? We'll say the Amazon. Are you going to forget that? No, of course not. Did you study that? No, you didn't. It's in your long-term memory, and it's never going to leave. So how do you get? And you students study hard. They study hard, but they forget. So don't you think it's strange that you study hard, but you don't remember what you try to study, but things that you don't study, you do remember? So what you need to do is you need to get that information to your long-term memory. And you do that by studying at increased distances of time. You learn something one day, you review it the next day, then you review it 1 week later, 1 month later, 3 months later. And between those spaces of time, you don't pick up a book, you don't study. Right? And when you study these things, they should be in sentences. Right? When you go back to them, you will have forgotten them. But by relearning them, you increase the chances of those words being placed into your long-term memory. That's it for that. Written exercises based on my video lessons. Check out greenscreenenglish.com. Don't forget to subscribe. Late.